Right off the bat, Pikmin, I did not expect that. Like, they just like, hey, Pikmin 4 is coming out, and I was like, oh, cool. And then this direct.
They did announce it in the last one.
Look at all this gameplay.
Yeah, it does. It looks like super polished, like even more than obviously 3 Deluxe. I guess 3 Deluxe is like a port. Is it a port
of the Wii U?
Yeah.
It's a Wii U game. I mean, those are only
an enhanced port.
I mean, yeah, but they're not gonna polish it up just like the other Wii U games. They're gonna be released as is. This looks really good. The mechanics look good. It just looks. I mean, the environment looks great. I didn't play the third one to be honest, but this looks like a lot of.
I have the third one, and I couldn't get myself to play through it. But like this stupid dog is adorable.
It makes all the difference.
It's the greatest thing ever. Yeah,
it's. I saw him and I went, "Oh crap!" You know, like when you see something, you're like, "This is gonna take America by storm."
Can you pet the dog?
It's gonna take Japan by storm, I think.
Yeah, it's just, oh my god, it's like.
But I think it's probably going to be like couch co-op again. I don't think you'll be able to do online co-op because you can't do that with the third one. But it would be cool.
No, you can online. The third one for the Switch?
Can you? I'm pretty sure it's on the.
I don't know. I have it for the Switch, but I haven't played it yet because there's just so many games. I have so many games.
What do you reckon about this nighttime horror shit that they're trying to do?
I mean, nighttime is always the bad time, right? But it's just they're making it like somehow more hardcore and edgy, right? Like,
yeah, because in the originals, like you'd be like, "Oh, it's dangerous."
If you stay out at night, it turns into Resident Evil. Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Because in the original game, the only one I've played, I mean, what if you're there at night, the Pikmin die or whatever? So that's why I'm kind of like, are they going to let you play at night? Do you have a chance to avoid these things now? That would be a cool dynamic.
Did you notice how there's like starbit? There's starbits like on the ground in piles.
Galaxy.
Oh, I didn't notice
that. At nighttime, yeah, it's like huge piles of starbits.
It'd be cool if you could do like an Outlast thing where like you somehow maneuver all your Pikmin so none of them die during the nighttime, and then you're safe in the daytime. You can go about your business.
Like, so maybe go to starbits to starbit area, like light to light, like dying light kind of
at nighttime
feel. That'd be cool. Nice.
Pikmin becomes the next horror series.
Now, I'm not excited about the Xenoblade drop.
Mm-hmm.
Not.
Why not?
I am for the second expansion. This thing is great. Like, you know, a sultry character.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for it, but it's like not really doing it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you noticed the next trailer that pops in, who we see as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
That's Rex from Xenoblade 2.
Yeah, they spoil it, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's
cool.
him as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
With a little beard and soul patch.
Little goatee.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Yeah.
He does look cool. Yeah.
He looks so cool. How can a dork like him turn out to be?
That's like the side story trailer for the next one.
They actually made him a cool guy. No, they ruined the character. Okay.
So that
I liked him better as a lovable dork.
Thing. Yeah. No, so I'm already right now at this point in the morning, I'm already like crying. I'm like, oh my god, Rex.
Honestly, I didn't recognize it when I saw it. I was just like, oh wow.
Then Samba de Amigo for anybody that owned a Dreamcast.
I think I played one of the games. It was like the Sega All Stars Collection or something, and it had a Samba game in it. I played one of those.
I think there's only the one game, and it's just been reported or whatever.
You think so? Didn't they have an Ulala one, Space Channel 5 thing?
Oh,
was that
was
that a collab with like Just Dance or some crap?
Oh, I'm not sure, but I know they did some sequels or whatever to Space Channel, then some collabs too. So
she was an icon.
If Samba de Amigo is still going strong, I want to see Power Stone come back, baby.
Dude,
I know that's what I mean. That's what I was thinking. I was like, all right, Samba's cool, but where's
Falcon?
I know.
So
those...
Space Channel 5, Monkey Ball's back. Samba de Amigo. Sonic is back in all kinds
Bring
of
it back.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic Adventure.
Power Stone, baby.
Power Stone Knights, I guess.
Don't forget House of the Dead too.
House of the Dead, the remake.
House of the Dead.
It's coming to all platforms now.
Now, when I saw this game, I thought of Nat. I specifically thought of Nat.
how
The
much Nat
fashion
would
game.
enjoy this game.
Fashion
and
dreamer.
He'd
How to
love
be
it
an
so much.
influencer in fashion.
It's like
We could
Nintendo
probably just
gave
skip
it to
over
my
this one, to be
dreams.
honest.
Yeah, we
I
could
was like,
skip
"Wah."
this. We're gonna
Skip.
borrow time
Pass.
because
Pass.
he's got to get out of here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we still got some time.
Sorry,
I know
guys,
Nat's. I know Nat's into fashion and everything. Maybe we
I'm
could.
the
Yeah, you could do an
biggest
in-depth video
fashionista.
for the channel if you want. Why
It'd just
fashion?
be
What is this called?
40. It'd be
Fashion?
the link to the direct.
Better than
and
you
me
think?
just talking about the one game with
About
the trailer
fashion dreamer.
replayed
Why?
over and over.
It's
again.
44 minutes, the entire length of the direct.
And so this item goes, dude. And we get a Castlevania game.
This was cool.
Well,
I
Castlevania
really like the
drop,
aesthetic of
yeah.
it.
Because it's coming full circle, right? It's like Castlevania being introduced to a game that's inspired from Castlevania anyway, right? Like, it's
How do
pretty
you
neat.
guys feel? How do you guys feel about the fact that there is still like no new Castlevania game? It seems like they will do everything in their power not to make a new one, but to cross it over with everything under the sun. I'm not complaining, but I'm just curious. What do you, Hassan? What do you think about that?
Konami is bankrupt. There are no developers at Konami that can do this, and that's the problem. That's why Silent Hills is developed by all sorts of outside studios. And I think they know that. They know that very well, the executives. So they're very cautiously tiptoeing around until upper management dies and gets replaced.
Silent Hill crossover with Castlevania. I'm waiting.
They probably will do something like that in the
Die,
future.
you
I think.
monster.
It is.
I can't
It's
see you in the damn fog.
Metal Gear. What was it? Oh, we gotta move to
Survive?
the ghost trick.
Oh, yeah. Like, I heard good things about that.
This game is
Was that like the
insane.
It
DS?
seems cool. I never played it.
It was on the DS.
Is it
Yeah,
like
I never even heard of this game, to be
Is
honest.
it a port of the same game,
I
or is
think
it
so.
different?
It's an
Is it
HD port.
I
So it's
only
like-
heard about it recently, though.
It's crazy because it's like a very interesting story. You're trying to find out how'd you die, and the ending just takes you by surprise.
Mhm.
You've realized how you died and who you were and everything.
Mhm.
Oh, it's
It
such a
always-
good game. I am amazed by this, and I thought this would be my game of the show. Deca Police, level
Yeah,
5.
this is out of left field, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this I had no idea what this was. I was watching like the Japanese direct, and like it's got like that sort of like. To be honest, I thought it was just like another one of those like random Japanese games that wouldn't get popular in the West or whatever. But
Yeah,
yeah, no, like I don't know.
dude, it's an open world Tokyo digital recreation feel to it.
Mhm.
I like the protagonist is very stereotypically like it's like an anime trope in itself.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. All of them are. They're like the way they talk and their voice and everything. I'm like, okay. But no, yeah,
very-
the world is very huge.
Mm.
Right.
It's very Ace Attorney, but with also guns and handcuffs. Yeah.
I love it. And then a hacker's messing with their digital world. And
Mhm.
so you have an ongoing threat. I really thought this was my game of the show. When I saw this and I went, oh baby, this is that perfect thing. A crime story,
The director's peaked.
right?
But little did you know.
Dude, I was an idiot. I had no idea.
If I could go back in time and slap myself.
Honestly, and like they have a wicked logo. It feels like a very finished product. And it's
Very
level
polished,
5. I mean,
yeah.
come on.
Yeah, I didn't know it was level 5. I thought that was cool.
I'm
Because they
not.
always put out good stuff.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not feeling this, man. I'll be honest.
Bayonetta, yeah.
They, I don't know. They're trying to do something different. I'm okay with that. I would like for there to be a demo of this. I don't remember if there is one or not. Just
There
to
is.
try it out. There
It
is
feels
one.
It's
very
in
like
Bayonetta 3.
it feels very Bastion-esque. Who's the developer that did Bastion and Transistor and stuff?
Giant Squid?
Yeah. Feels very
I
them.
think.
Like it like even the art style and like the way the camera is like positioned.
Dude, they
and
would do a
stuff.
great job.
Yeah, it looks exactly what they would do. And they
Well, it's
did
very-
Hades, right? Yeah, but
They did
like
Hades.
it's obviously not the same developer probably, but yeah.
It's very
it
different,
looks-
right?
Yeah.
They're trying to do. I mean, I props to Platinum for trying to get out and do different things. Because yeah, they're not going to be able to tell the story Bayonetta style, right? So I mean, I think it's cool if it's a hit, then they make more. I mean,
And do you
and
remember
then
that voice actress who we don't like from Bayonetta 2? She
it doesn't
talked
ring a
about
I
bell.
forgot her name.
I forget her name too. She said there's gonna be a game with Bayonetta's partner. Oh, I can't remember her name. I'm an
Is their
idiot.
partner's name like
Gianna? Jean?
Jan or something?
Sean, Sean, yeah.
Jean.
Jean?
I
I'm
think
trying to think.
I just speculation. I feel like this game was supposed to be Jean's story.
They
There's
switched it with Bayonetta.
yeah. It feels like okay, because there's no other Jean game being in development. And she explicitly said there's gonna be a spin-off game with Jean. Don't support it, blah blah blah.
Don't spoil it
How
because
do you guys
I'm not
feel
in
about
it.
Splatoon?
What does that mean?
I thought, yeah, boycott it, because everyone boycotts stuff now. But this is cool. This Splatoon drop was cool. Kind
I
of,
was much more
yeah,
excited about the second wave than the first wave because to be honest, I hadn't played the first one at all, so I had no idea the context of like, oh, there's a new city.
Apparently,
and
this
whatever.
is the main hub from the first game.
it is. Yeah, and that's the reason I like it because, like, yeah, the first game was as much of a hit as it could be on the Wii U, but this is their way of bringing it over without just porting the whole game over, right? It was one of those games that I felt like, oh man, the first one was pretty good though. The hub was pretty cool. It kind of went to waste in a way. So I thought this was a good way to bring that onto the Switch without porting the whole game over. It's cool. They're showing their different ways they can do things, right? You have straight up ports, you have remasters, deluxe editions,
Reintroducing
and things like
cities.
this.
And I
So
mean,
it's
I
cool.
love the simplicity of design because I think the third one, the town is overwhelming for me. Like your main hub,
Hmm
it's like what do you do? And Inkopolis
Yeah.
looks
It's it,
clean.
You're 100% right. I agree with you. The new one is like like okay, if you could explore and go around places it'd be one thing, but like they purposely don't label shops and things like that. So the first time around you're like,
Yeah.
where the heck do I go? So
And talk about like a
Nope.
fact that's been out there. 6.8 million Japan sales
Yeah,
That's
it's super
nuts.
popular
for
here.
Splatoon.
they love it here.
And 2.3 or something, three close to that worldwide.
Mhm.
This game is like the new Monster Hunter.
Mhm.
Back
Yeah,
when
it's
the Monster
crazy.
Hunter came out on PSP and everybody was crazy about it. This is it.
Well, I remember when
I do-
Splatoon, like the first one was first revealed, I thought it was like a Mario Sunshine sequel. I was like, no way.
Yeah,
And like the music
yeah.
came on, there's like all this stuff. I was like, wait, what is this? It's like this looks interesting. And it's like, I'm like, wow.
I mean, it has an identity. I'll give you that. And it
Yeah, now
helped.
it's like a top IP.
Right. And the final boss for Splatoon 3 is insane. I ended up helping my kid do that. And I couldn't believe it. That was one of the worst things I've ever fought all year.
How far we've come.
It was more hardcore than Metroid. Yeah.
Don't you dare say that.
Not even.
But
Don't even
I
joke.
like this one, this tease. Even though I'm not like really that into Splatoon, it looks really cool. Like just the design and stuff. Like and like a world.
It looks like
without
one of the
color and
announcers,
stuff.
like Marina or somebody, like the other announcers from Splatoon 2.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be tied in something because there's a story for that
Mhm.
and all
And
that good
I like
stuff.
they
So
didn't give any date, and you're right. I love the aesthetics. I love everything about it. It's like just discovers this unknown area. It feels a lot better. I like this one too, the second expansion.
yeah, I mean, I think they're both gonna be. I
Oh
mean,
man.
I suppose yeah, everyone and their kid will have to buy this one. Yeah.
everyone and their kid will buy this one.
Yeah.
You mean? So
It'll be
I'm not a fan of
exchange.
Disney's Illusion Island.
It
How
looks
do you feel?
very generic.
Pass.
Very, very generic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks
Yeah.
very stock
Yeah.
standard.
Everyone's like, "Oh, this is great. This feels good," and I'm like, "No, it looks like a Flash game." I'm not.
It's like it'll.
where's Epic Mickey?
Yeah.
Bring back Epic
Epic
Mickey.
Mickey 3, baby.
Epic
It's coming.
Mickey.
3.
I know, man.
That was the cool. He teams up with what's his name? Like the bunny rabbit
Oswald?
that he replaced or
Oswald?
something. Oswald, come on! What the? He forgot about him again. He's like,
Right.
oh, thanks, Oswald. Anyway, I'll see you later. I'm gonna go take over
Back
Star
to the
Wars
shadows
now.
with you.
It just looks
Yeah.
but
Back
this
to the
game
Shadows
looks like
Forever.
very very generic. Like I feel like every single mechanic that's going to be in this game, another platformer has done
And then we go from like
better.
a generic game to the most not generic game.
Fire
Fire
Emblem.
Emblem DLC. Tell me.
Actually, I
It's
checked
the
it out,
second
some
pass,
of it
right?
today. And not even I expected like all of them to be unlocked all at once. I think only 3 are.
Nice.
That's
Oh,
for the
So
second pass,
yeah.
right? Like I didn't even know there was already a first one.
I
Yeah, the
had no
first pass
idea.
was on
It
release.
came out like
Like yeah.
uh,
So it
it
released
came out a month ago.
simultaneously with the game.
As
So
is
that's the
customary
yeah.
Yeah,
nowadays.
but Nintendo, instead of a
Yeah.
day one patch, it's a day one DLC.
Yeah. When other
Yeah.
games are just like,
It's
oh, we're gonna
very
patch it so we
cool.
fix all
game.
these bugs and stuff. Then it's just
Day
like,
day
yeah,
day
DLC,
one
DLC.
day
Uh,
one DLC is the worst,
Why is it
but
DLC? Shouldn't it already be part of the game?
it should be. But I would love to hear the reasoning. But our boy Robin's in, Nan. I saw that. I was
yeah.
like, oh, let's
Crumb
go.
and
But
Robin to
Hector's
Crom,
coming.
yeah.
it's a
yeah,
dual pack, you know.
it's pretty
And
cool.
they're
I
known
like
as
it.
Crom Robin.
Veronica.
Crumb Robin.
I hate this game. At
What
this
game was this
point,
one?
I wanted to turn my phone off.
I think
Harmony, the
I think
Fall of
I
Reverie.
yeah, I don't remember this one.
Any game.
Was this in the Japanese one? I don't even think saw this,
No,
to
it
be
wasn't.
honest.
It's like a don't nod game, and it's just like, these like hipster developers, and I'm sorry, I just don't jive with these kind of things.
Mhm.
Destiny and all this other crap, and it's like young adult novel style. I just hate it. It's just not a game, man. I'd rather play
We
the
can skip over
Tron.
this one. We just
skip.
cut this and save it for
I
save it for
just,
Patreon.
I can't.
That'll be worthwhile Patreon content. Ooh, Octopath Traveler. I still
You
haven't
know,
got to the demo yet. I'll let you know.
I know.
Octopath 2,
Yes,
right?
Octopath 2.
That's coming out 2 days after the Metroid physical release, so I have 2 days to finish Metroid. And
Good
then
luck.
Did
play
you notice any differences
Metroid
off the
Dread.
bat, Nat, with this one? Any thing catch
Quality
your
of
eye?
life improvements.
Yeah, I guess like it looks a little bit like more defined and polished than the first one.
And
but,
it's not linked to the first one, right? So we can
no,
just play
it's
the
completely
second.
separate. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
Final
was.
Fantasy.
To be fair, it did go quite fast, and they didn't really explore any mechanics. It was just like, here's a bunch of random footage.
Right.
But it does look cool. Yeah, and I'm
And
excited. I'll let
Katamari
you
is
know.
Katamari, so whatever.
Yeah.
We don't have to cover that. It's great.
I'll let you
It's
know
great.
the prologue
The-
demo.
It's
later on
standard.
later.
Sounds good.
Standard.
Yeah, Katamari, that name is insane. It's like a meme of a name. It's like Super Plus Deluxe. I don't know if the English title is different, but I saw the Japanese one and it was like something insane, and I was like, is this like a re-release of a re-release? Like, what's
This
going on?
game is a secret love of mine, like a hidden treasure. I really want to play the demo right now because it reminds me of an HD version of Golden Sun.
Mm,
Sea of Stars, or was it? I forget what is
Yeah.
it called.
That's what's called. Yeah,
It
this
just-
looks really cool.
It
Yeah.
looks so beautiful, man.
Was this announced before, or is it?
I think it
'Cause
was
I feel
on,
like
friend.
yeah.
It
it was on
was
Steam and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or no.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no. Wait. Oh, it's not even out yet. Sorry, it's coming out this year.
the demo's out
August
today.
2023.
First on
Mm,
Switch, right?
Okay.
No, it's coming out
And-
on everything Mac OS. Surprisingly,
It has
Switch,
this
Game Pass.
crosscode
5.
vibe to it.
No, it's not
Yeah,
timed
totally.
exclusive. It's like simultaneous.
No, probably just an announcement for the Switch, I guess.
And
Their
then air
hockey game like
hockey.
seemed kind of cool, but looking at it, it just seems really a bit slow.
This one?
Like
Yeah.
yeah, comparing it to like Strikers or something, it's just like
Yeah, forget it, man. We
Yeah.
play
If it's not
Strikers like on the
Strikers, I
Ultra
don't
League.
care about it.
It's like we should have just had more Strikers content. Yeah, what's this game? Yeah.
Honestly,
really
but
upset.
I think we'll get that soon, though. I think we'll get more Striker stuff soon.
No,
I'm
I don't
okay
think
with
so. I
this.
think the one
Action
thing was
Odyssey.
like, oh, this is the final DLC.
This was cool. Like, I've heard so many things about these games. A lot of my friends like these.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember seeing on
Um,
the 3DS.
Yeah, and people talk. I've seen people online talk about them. I'd like to give it a go. I like those kind of first person games. It's like I played the
Dungeon
first
crawler.
Persona game. It's like this. It looks good.
And
It's nice.
Persona
I mean,
Q. which is
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
based off it. I enjoyed
yeah, I
those.
don't.
So
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Q's based off it. That's right.
Q1 and 2.
Yeah, Q is just Etrian Odyssey Persona Edition. So yeah, it's cool. It's like old school Shin Megami Tensei style, pretty
Because
much.
you have to draw out your own dungeon map.
hmm Yeah,
It's
so
it looks nuts, and I want to love it, but I can't because there's no time.
mhm.
There's no
Yeah,
time
feel like
to
I'm
that's
do
gonna
how
be
I
it.
feel.
dead.
There's three
There-
of them.
So
Three
many
of them. I'm
games.
like, oh my gosh. I mean, I appreciate it, but it is a lot. So I'll probably pick it up anyway eventually.
Dude, I
But
Does
love
anyone
the
know like what
N64
the
days. There's
average
like
what the
one game
average
for every
runtime
6
of these
months.
are? Like, is it going to be like 120 hours each kind of thing, like a long?
No, these games are long.
they're very
massively
long.
Maybe
They're
not
very
for
long.
you, for normal human beings like us.
For the rest,
Yeah.
for the layman, this is long.
Yeah,
Terribly
I
long.
think.
That's like
Mhm.
it's
massively
like, hey,
long.
Nat,
I
how
mean,
was
I've
Etrian
already
Odyssey?
clocked in 40 hours of Fire Emblem, so
I was disappointed. I thought this would get released today. I
yeah.
really
What is
thought
it,
this
like
would get
April?
April.
They're
Full
very
year.
weird about it.
Yeah, because they pushed
I
it
don't
back
know.
already.
Well, to be
I
fair,
don't
like the
know why.
developers like fighting the actual war in Ukraine.
War in
Oh, that's
Ukraine.
right. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. I forgot about that for a
And
second.
then, but it's weird. I think maybe the first announcement they had gameplay, but it's weird to just have this be only like cinematics. It should be the other way around,
That was
right?
really weird too.
Yeah, like you should start with
No
cinematics and
gameplay.
then like close to the date go gameplay, right?
There's something behind the scenes we don't know, right?
It's still weird because that game still has not been announced for Japan, and I don't know
Weird.
why.
Really?
Yeah, I know it's not being
Really?
developed by Japan. It's being developed by Way Forward, but it's weird. This looks cool though. This extra epilogue.
Maglo?
Yeah.
Maglore.
Does anyone have this game on Switch now?
I have the
No,
demo. I played the demo with my kids
No, it was
today.
on the Wii.
Didn't
It's on the Wii U.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, the Wii.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You're
'cause I
right.
remember in
Yeah.
like the Japanese one because I went through it like quickly and it was like
But I mean, talk about releasing a
Yoshi no
new
Kirby
game
Wii.
with extra content. This is like a little bit extra,
Yeah.
and I think it's adorable. And now I'm kind of liking the art style. Before I was like, what? It's kind of like cheesy, cell shaded.
Well, it kind of looks like Smash 3DS. If you really
Yeah,
look at
yeah,
like
yeah.
you know
It
how they had
does.
like the outlines and stuff to like kind of
Mhm.
emphasize like
Well, it's
artistic.
different than the
Um,
different than the original art style. I mean, they changed up DDD totally to reflect the what is it? The Forgotten Land.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed.
Because the original, it looked Kirby. If you look at the art style for the original, Kirby looks like a 3D Kirby, right? But yeah, they totally gave it a different aesthetic here, which I think looks good. I agree. I think it looks nice.
I like the 4-player co-op and stuff, and
I wasn't a fan of the new DDD, but I kind of do like him. He has to be a badass.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's
Come
kind
on,
of
man.
cutesy in the
Demo
original. In the original, he's
dropped.
like too cutesy, I guess.
is this
Where's
the
the
same
Forgotten Land
game?
DLC?
Is this the same game? I think like they
Yeah.
said something about like the demo having like a special 4-player co-op thing you can do or something. Like a party
Ooh.
mode.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
This stuff, it looks like like Bomberman style.
Mhm.
Dude,
Mhm.
this game was the one thing about it I remember on the Wii was like you had screen clearing attacks
That's cool.
and no slowdown. So it looked cool.
We should try it out, yeah, if multiplayer is viable on that demo. For sure.
I mean, Tony, just take it over, man. I saw this, I was crying.
Game Boy. Actually, that's the Sega.
Man,
That's the
so
Sega
cool.
chime. I was like, wow.
Mario Land 2.
Mario Land 2, which has already been complete. This was cool. I want to play this because I played the remake and I loved it. So I want to play this one next, and it's sweet. This, I mean,
I don't know what is this game? What is this?
I mean, I've
Never
heard
seen
about
it
it
before.
before. I mean, it sold
Ted-
like a gajillion
Tetris?
copies, and you know, it
Ted-
catapulted the Game Boy
Tetris?
into household name status. But you know, it's something like that. This is hype, and you know, I have to say though, I was telling Christian I don't like the dot matrix like green. I
Yeah.
didn't grow up with it. I just went Game Boy Pocket. I was like, I can't. The green is like, it's too much.
Yeah,
it looks like
it's a
I'm looking
little
I
at.
like how they
like-
give that option though. You know,
Yeah,
I
sure,
feel like
it
a
is
Game
really
Boy
good.
Color mood.
I went Game Boy Pocket, baby. But this is cool. There's a lot of cool titles here. This I was super excited about. I loved the Game
There's
Boy
some people
game.
laughing and some people really loved it.
I love those. Those were like awesome. I'm all about those.
What a
And
weird
so-
poll. And then
And then this is
Samus.
cool. This is cool too. Yeah, I'm
This
excited
game
about
was
that.
so hard. This
Mhm.
game was so hard.
Yeah, I'm excited
And
about
Wario
it.
Land 3.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Wario. This one's good.
I mean, not 1 and 2, forget it. 3.
Yeah, no.
And then the original Dreamland where you have no power absorbing. And this was one
But
of the first Game Boy
it's
games I finished.
it's cool though. I've never played it completely, so I'm excited about that one.
Gorgeous.
Mm.
Like you realize how smart Sakurai was because the music
Iconic.
on that game is amazing.
Oh, it's totally on point. It's good, and I'm excited to see how the online
And
or
even
the
like
thing
the
kind of
announcement
works.
games, like Pokemon TGC. I love that
Yeah.
game.
Oracle
And then
It'll be
this,
till and
Oracle
tumble.
of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, man.
and then
like
this,
that's nuts, man.
I did not expect this. I thought this would not come. I was like, okay, Game Boy. Then all of a sudden, wait, one more, and I was like, oh. And we were just talking about these,
Minish Cap.
and I
just
almost
was
bought
about
these
to buy
games.
this.
I was
I
about
know.
to buy that.
We literally talked about this the day before. Yeah,
But I did buy Superstar Saga. I was like, oh, I like this game. Let me buy this. But no, I don't know. I mean, this is good because I would never buy Wario, these WarioWare games. So it's cool.
you
That
can
we
finish it
get
in like
to-
2 hours.
A lot of
This
guys
game
are
is
excited
so
about
much-
this.
This game is so much fun. It's so hard. I played a little bit of it. It is tough.
Kudin or whatever.
Yeah. And Mario Kart. I played a bit of
Mario
this
Kart.
too, and it is so hard going to
Blue
this
Lake.
from 8. But it's so much fun. And then of course the classic, the second GOAT, Mario and Luigi. Can't go wrong.
Apparently the
Nintendo was
best
weird.
handheld Zelda game ever
Finish
made.
Cap.
When did-
Yeah, I finished
It-
it. Yeah, it was awesome.
It makes
It was
sense.
great.
That's
a
what
lot of
people
fun.
say.
People gave it a 10 when it came out, and I was like, damn it, I'm not gonna try that.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna try it.
Mhm.
It's really good. Yeah.
Are we gonna play Mario Kart GBA?
And
Yes,
like Golden
man.
Sun and stuff.
And then
Fire
FC
Emblem,
Roadhouse,
like,
man.
Golden
FC
Sun, yeah,
That's
all of
the
them.
velocity.
I mean, come on, they got everything.
Golden
I mean, it's
Sun.
good. It's good. It's good. And we were joking, as Honor. I was kind of joking with you, but like, I could see the DS coming. Like, I don't know how, but
They're gonna make it work.
it's gotta be the next step somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
You know what
Ugh.
game he has in there? He has Mario Land.
Yeah,
first
you
one?
could hear
Yeah,
too. Right? Is it
on
one?
the Game Boy.
That's pretty cool. That's
That's
nice.
awesome,
I
man.
mean,
it's like the greatest, and it's like they're so easy to. They're one of the easiest games to like port and like emulate and stuff.
I know that's what I
so-
mean. That's the only thing, though. I'm excited, but I gotta pump the brakes a bit. Sorry to be the raining on the parade, but they're gonna drip feed this. I just hope that it's good games and they don't do like obscure, like random
Yeah.
games to start off with.
I mean, I'm gonna devote a whole podcast to this game, so keep talking.
This, Christian,
I'll be
what do you got to
honest
say
with
about this? Because you
This
got to
blew
get
my
out of here.
mind. I was like, damn. No, I got more time. I could do this. I saw it and I was like, damn. I never thought this day would come where we get Metroid Prime on the Switch. Finally.
I just,
Because
I
it's
don't
just
think
like
yeah.
after
Two
months
years,
and years
Metroid
of
Prime
leaks
trilogy coming to
and
the Switch. Metroid
I
Prime.
think they-
coming.
I think Nintendo did it on purpose. Like, you want to leak our games? Okay, we're not going to release this on purpose.
We'll do it ourselves.
Yeah.
We'll do it when we want to. And honestly, I'm a scrub. I don't know these games that well. I was like, wait, is this like a new game? This looks like pretty
No,
good.
it's-
And then it was like
it's
remastered. I was like,
amazing.
Well, the first time I actually
was
played it really was
good.
on the Wii. Because like
Oh, yeah,
when they
too,
came
yeah.
out with like the discounted
The trilogy
like
bundle.
Oh,
$10
the
or
trilogy, yeah.
something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude,
Jeez.
I mean, I play the GameCube game every 2 years or so. Like I'll sit down and I'll play it, and it looks like a difference between like a PSP game to a PS3.
Mhm.
It's that
Looks
big of a
great.
leap. They're fish that are programmed in the Fendrana Drift area, like in the water, and they were just polygons, simple, running around. There's textures on them now. They look like little piranha fish. The
Who did this,
music is-
Hassan? But oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So who did Retro do this or Nintendo?
Retro. Nintendo
they did?
asked Retro did this to show Nintendo that it's very easy for them to cycle this out.
I hope so.
Makes
I
sense.
hope so. Because if we get like a 2 and a 3 remastered,
And
I hope they
that's-
don't.
you
I,
have
I
it
The
don't
rumor
from-
has
know.
it there was
Yeah.
an employee who left Retro.
Yeah.
Somebody who left Retro said this was near completion and done, and that was like a year and a half ago or something. And they said that this was getting the remaster, and 2 and 3 are just going to be ports. 3, they're saying it's so
Really?
hard because there's so much motion-centric controls
Oh,
that they
it's hard
don't know
to.
what to do. They have to retool that game.
Well, you could
And
like
I'm
I
okay
feel
with
like you
that.
could retool it with the Joy-Cons, right? Like just
Like,
have
literally,
one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
like Galaxy, right? I mean,
Have
obviously it's more complex, but you could still do it, right?
yeah.
But 3 has a lot of actions tied to it. Like you have the shield pull, you constantly whip your lasso at it and pull stuff. Every
Okay.
switch you have to go in. It's not just like this. You have to go in and then twist it and pull out the switch to open doors or insert some certain batteries. It's too much of a hassle.
Mhm.
Even your spaceship, you can't just sit in there. You have to go in and like move it forward, change. It's so amazing.
Mhm.
But I love the first one. I think the first one is utter perfection. I switched between F-Zero GX and Metroid Prime as my game of all time, and today onwards, it's just gonna be Metroid Prime.
So what was
Games
that
of
you
the
said?
year
From
for
today onwards,
2023
it's
already.
it's
Metroid
still
Prime
F-Zero
remastered.
GX. Is that what you said? From today onwards, it's still GX. I mean, he's breaking up, guys. The internet's lagging. That's weird.
F-Zero GX and this, they're always like neck and neck. And you know, it's sad. We get Goldeneye, and I'm like, this is my game of the year. We get mastered. Guy, I'm dying. I did not sleep at all. And we missed a
The hype is real.
game that I just didn't care about that other game. And again, Button Kaitos. These games,
Mhm.
this is a GameCube masterpiece.
Yeah, and more things I won't have
But
time for, but I will still
little
buy
janky.
anyway.
Yeah, I'll buy
never
it.
heard of it.
It's looking
I
amazing.
honestly like I took stock of like after the direct, I took stock of like what games I still have to play. I still have like I'm pretty sure it's almost in the double digits, like games I have to
Yeah.
get to that I haven't gone to yet.
Could be triple
it's-
digits, honestly.
But I'm a little worried. This is Bandai now. So they're not going to do an amazing. So it's not what you expect. When I first played it, I was kind of shocked. I was like, oh, it's one of those RPGs. But it's a great story, has amazing music and amazing cinematics and an interesting story. And I love the art style of this game.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks really good.
it's like the mechanical
looking good.
angel aspect and so cool.
Yeah,
Again, summer.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a
it's
long
the
wait.
the timing and the pacing of these is pretty good too. Can't go wrong with most of these. There's no Harvestella 2 though, so I'm kind of let down by that. I know me and Nat were looking
this
forward
will
to
do
it.
fill the gap for me. This will do it. Fantasy
Nintendo
Life,
purposely
the girl who
had
steals
like all the
toys.
farming simulators last
Honestly,
direct, so I could be like,
I
all
did
right,
like
here we go.
this. I did like the Fantasy Life. I was like, oh, it's like Animal Crossing, and then they start fighting stuff, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh,
like
okay.
yeah, like Animal Crossing with like
alright.
RPG,
All right,
Cute.
I like
fighting
this.
dragons, medieval Animal Crossing.
It's level 5.
Mhm.
They're no slouches, right?
Sure, can't go wrong.
They know how to get it done.
Do you guys, any of you were fans of Professor Layton?
No, I thought that
I've
was
heard
nice
good
though.
things about
This
it,
is
but I
nice
saw
that
it. I was
he
like,
nicely
Professor
showed up,
Layton.
but yeah, I've never played a single game. I do want to, and
Nobody
I
was a
heard,
fan of these games for
yeah,
3DS.
I heard like DS, they were all really good games, but like I just never got around to them.
Same. Same.
I played some and I went to a promo event of that and they had a guy dressed like him and he had like mysteries around the room and it was like an escape room thing.
oh, that's pretty cool.
It was
cool.
fun.
Oh,
But
the
I wasn't a
announcements.
fan.
Yeah, I love how they drip feed the booster pass announcement.
you're not gonna make a new
It's like
course,
a
Mario
meta
Kart.
drip feed. It's like you
Here
get
are
Birdo
two
and
levels.
one course. That's all you get to see. You never see it.
There's not 4. There's only 1 this time, guys.
Nothing else for you. It's like they
Dude,
just
Yoshi's
Yoshi's Island looks amazing. I'm like, oh my gosh, the music,
Island.
just the layout, just all.
Look at the backgrounds.
Those look very good.
it looks good,
looks
and it's a brand
magical.
new course too. It looks awesome.
It's a brand new course, and the only one we're showing you.
And Birdo was nasty, but it's good to have another character.
I mean, again, why
Another rep
not
from
Funky
Mario
Kong?
2, baby.
That's right. Mario
Yeah.
2, baby.
He's too cool. He's way, way too good. You release Funky Kong, then
Oh,
I
That's
want to
how we're
see like
and
losing you.
again
Diddy
in
Kong
the
or
montage
even
there was
Wart.
nothing.
Can we get Wart as a racer?
Oh man, is that
War
better?
Junior.
No,
It's kind of
Wart.
lagging a bit. You're cutting in and out.
Oh,
Me?
I think you're a bit better now. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, there's a bunch of releases,
There you
right? The Mega Man
Mhm.
stuff. That's kind of cool.
Miami
Haven't-
X
Yeah,
Legends.
yeah.
Did you guys ever play Mega Man Network Battle?
No,
No.
never. No, I mean, I barely played the original Mega Mans, so
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about them. But I mean, it's cool that they're there.
This is where Konami's developers are actually stuck. The best ones are doing this baseball game. No, this game is
Honestly, I
really
believe it.
popular.
But it feels
Here,
like
it's
it feels super
super
niche.
popular here,
Like at least
but
like
in
it would be only
Japan,
popular in Japan, right? Yeah.
Ain't really.
right? Well, it's like the horse betting games on the Super Famicom and stuff. Like it's like, why did they make this?
Mhm.
They make tons of money apparently, or they sell tons of copies.
Mm.
So I don't get it.
And then we got like
And
Tales of Symphonia.
that weird Disney
Yeah,
game
remastered.
Cinder and stuff shows up.
4-player co-op.
Then you gotta end the direct, obviously, with Tears of the Kingdom.
I like the way they did it because
You think
you
that's the
guys were
new
like,
voice again?
I want no gameplay. I want to see nothing. I don't want to be spoiled. And I think they did that service. To be
Yeah,
honest,
no,
like
I agree. I agree.
yeah,
This was perfect.
it's like
Absolutely.
they just went full Atmos and just like yes, that's exactly what I want.
I don't want
The
no
more
gameplay.
gameplay I see from this, though, the more hyped I am to play it.
Like some
I
of the
mean, of
elements just look
course.
ridiculous, like riding around in the car, like sliding on those
There's
rail
a
things.
The
dragon
Like,
sky
yeah,
grinding, it's like
Yeah.
crazy.
with the fire sitting on that bridge.
yeah,
The amiibo they're releasing too, where he's like doing the
yeah.
thing with his
It's
arm.
already slow sold out.
And then that's like Ganon's voice, right? You actually hear him like properly speak. And
Yeah.
just like
Yes,
screw,
he used to
screw everybody over,
Mhm.
guys. Come on.
I'm back.
I mean, it's cool. No, it's
Mm.
really I like it. I think
Apparently,
they
it's
showed the
same
right amount.
voice actor as the old man of Hyrule.
It's the same voice actor. Oh,
We
may have
lost
lost the
him.
sound there. Oh no, he's here.
Same guy.
Cool.
Man. What do you guys think about $70?
I don't care. Make it $100.
$70 and 100.
Honestly, it's worth it. Like,
collector's
yeah.
edition.
I mean, that's what they've been doing that in Japan anyway for years, right? If you look at those old commercials of like Zelda and Mario back then, you were spending 6,000 yen, 7,000 yen, 8,000 yen.
I'm a
Third
fan
party
of
games.
Zelda nuts and bolts. This game is gonna be great.
Legend of Zelda Nuts and Bolts, baby. It'll be the game.
You know why this game took a long while, and they showed you right in the cinematic. Oh, actually, I don't want to
It
ruin
just
this
looks
part.
so good.
I know. People, it's so weird because like who lends Link that arm and who helps him? Is
Yeah,
it
he's got that-
Ganon? Is
he's
it
got that
Demise
robot
versus
arm.
Ganon?
Yeah.
Is it
Dude,
some
if
other
they
player?
brought back Demise, that would be insane.
Demise is hardcore, man.
Right. And the
Makes
crazy part
you-
is, I'll tell you why this game took forever, and it's in the trailer. When Link is driving around in that nuts and bolt like vehicle, notice how much people did with the original Breath of the Wild, where you can use magnesis to float up into the sky
You
using
could
like a mine
shield
cart.
surf.
Mhm.
You can
They
do all
this
stuff,
time
ride your
said,
ship.
let's put it all in. Put it all of it in and let's experiment it. And
And
you
then
can't
some.
release a game like that so quickly. This
Mhm.
is going to
That's
be
fair.
so polished, so perfect, and it's the right trailer. I didn't want anything more. In
And
the
it comes
trailer,
out
if you
in
watch
May.
really closely, you see things like you see Bokoblins, Moblins. You see like the big pig guys back that were from Wind Waker and the original Zelda. You see them in the background, these massive, chunky pig guys. You see other enemy types. It's just my head's spinning, man.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I'm talking
There's
too
so
much. You
much.
guys take over. Tony,
What a
Christian,
drag.
Zelda, Spiel.
Spiel me.
I can't
Yeah.
wait. It's gonna be a long wait till May, man. Like,
Mhm. I mean, to be fair, we've got a fair, like, as the direct proof, we got a big backlog to power through.
We have a
into
literal
the-
mountain of games.
yeah, they're just like, hey, you guys want to
Exactly.
play
It'll
Metroid
Yeah.
again? We'll give you
May
3
will
of
be
them.
here.
We'll,
Yeah,
Samus
May will be
2,
here.
Metroid
May
2,
be here by the time I
Metroid
finish
Prime,
like my
Metroid
second
Fusion.
RPG. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not too worried. I think May is good. I'm if I had nothing else to play, then or I was like maybe if I just beat Breath of the Wild or something, I'd be like, oh
Tears
my
of the
gosh, I gotta
Kingdom.
Indeed,
play
a friend
this.
of ours is
But
doing that right now. He's started the game again, and he hasn't really gotten that far before.
friend of
And
ours.
he's like, Nick is doing that.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
he wants to do that before Tears of the Kingdom comes out. He's trying to finish it, the whole like
That's
Breath of
fair.
the Wild.
Mm,
Yeah. Good
That's
luck to
yeah,
him.
I
I don't
mean,
know if
I
I
don't know
don't
if
know
he's
with
got the
his schedule. I
time.
don't know if he can do it, but
It's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
tough.
Shout out to him.
Hey, hopefully he can get it done. I mean, it's like 100+ hour game or whatever.
Mm.
I mean,
Kids want
plus the DLC.
I didn't even do the bike, man. I did everything except the
yeah, I
bike.
didn't do the DLC yet,
Yeah,
so I was gonna
I
like
did
I
the
do
I
that
did the
I got
first
before
DLC.
everything.
Tuesday.
Cambia, you scrubs. I did everything.
Day 1.
Everything. I bought all the crappy DLC
I did the
Got the
Master
and I
Nintendo
Trials.
loved
Switch
it.
shirt.
I
I did the
loved all of
first
it. I got
the Master
the
Trials was
bike.
nuts, man. Like,
Got the
yeah,
Nintendo
they were
Switch shirt.
crazy.
Oh yeah.
Did everything.
Yeah, got the shirt.
It's good.
Got the collector's edition with came with like
I'm
a
getting the other
notepad,
collector's edition as well.
The
Yeah,
Sheikah Slate.
soundtrack.
we
the
gotta
Sheikah
go
Slate.
out and get like pre-orders at some point. Like,
No,
yeah, it's
no.
gonna be
Hear me out. They're all sold out.
already.
They're
Yes.
already sold out because you know what? These friggin' nerds in the States and Europe, when their orders got filled, because they obviously don't know what's happening, they immediately started checking out on Japan's site. So I checked at 11 a.m. and official
Already
Japanese
gone.
Nintendo, you cannot buy the collector's edition with the game.
Mm.
So
How much
but
is the collector's edition?
$120.
it's 14,000
yen.
yen.
You could reserve it on Amazon Japan. I checked right now. You could do a
Uh-huh.
reservation.
Trust Amazon.
They probably didn't.
I do.
They probably didn't go that far.
If that's the only place I could do it, then
No. So here's the thing. Here's my advice. This is what I did. Nintendo continuously are doing that. And they did this with Metroid, but I didn't had no need for it. You can buy just the collector's edition with an empty game case, no game, for 7,000 and buy the game for 7,000. That's a Japan thing. So I bought that. I'm gonna get an empty box with a collector's edition, and I'm gonna have the game too.
And I'm
It's
okay
all
with
coming
it.
straight from Nintendo
I'm okay
in a
with
nice
it.
little box.
That's
What?
pretty good.
I'm okay.
Oh, you
I'm
can
done.
do that, can't
And the
you?
Amiibo, I already put it on sale, and I bought.
And this is for
That's
Tears of
right.
the Kingdom?
Japan does that only. Only Japan.
That's interesting.
I think I've seen that before. Actually, you could buy like the box only, but I was like, why would you do that? And I guess this is why you would do that. Okay.
I'm tossing
you
up
don't-
whether to get the collector's edition or just the
No,
game.
because
But yeah,
they want you to buy the digital version too. And
Yeah.
so how do you encourage people to buy the digital version? You sell the goodies on the side.
Sure.
And people that buy the
Works
digital
every
version
time.
can just pick up the collector's edition without the game.
Yeah. That's important.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, Christian's AFK for a bit. Christian's back now. Hello.
I'm back.
So it's exciting news. It's exciting news. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at it.
primo stuff.
Actually,
What
that
is it?
one's sold out. That one's
was
sold out
sold
too,
out.
by the way. Did
The
you do it?
amiibo.
Did you pre-order it?
I did.
You pre-ordered the collector's edition? It's sold out totally in
Yes.
the Nintendo store.
I did not sleep today, guys.
I did everything
Uh,
I possibly could. I played Metroid Prime.
Is the game sold out too, or is that like?
No,
Even
but
the
collector's
retail
game
edition
copy,
is sold out.
even the $70 retail copy is sold out.
Mhm.
Everything is sold out.
That's gonna be
I'm
lame.
gonna. I guess
I
I'm just
can't
gonna
get
order it on Amazon. Just gonna reserve it on Amazon. I guess it's the same
Mm.
price, so
Yeah, might as well.
it's exciting.
Joshin's gonna have a deal or two as well. So I mean, tomorrow we can run to stores and try and get that.
Yeah,
and I'm sure they
I
will.
might do that tomorrow.
You gotta do it, man.
Do a store run.
Because literally, Nintendo's like, and all the collector's edition was like one per account. They make you sign into your Nintendo
Mhm.
account, and the amiibo's
Every
gone,
time.
and all these freaks, and I see them online. I bought 3
5
editions.
different Nintendo accounts.
Because, in case Amazon and Best Buy mess up my order, I got something to sell. And I just like, I hope they all just get eliminated one by one. Like, just I'm tired of
Picked
these
off
people.
by the predator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's why we're getting Nintendo Online Service for
Mhm.
Game Boy. We're getting all these things done because, like, you can't have a society. Society here works. Individualism is discouraged. You can't be like out to make money for yourself. Be considerate. And people, we have a great retro market. The retro market is dead in America and Canada. Buying a Game Boy game for $60. Come on, man. This is stupid. You're capitalizing on my nostalgia. Everybody's out to make a buck. And with Zelda, it's the same thing. The moment that happened, it was gone.
Yep.
People will
Unfortunately,
buy it.
But
Definitely worth it, probably. But I wonder if it'll be the only like $70 Switch game. That's like
yeah.
I don't know. Who knows if
Yeah, it's gonna set a precedent. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because the PS5, Xbox, they're doing $70 now. So that's
that's the norm,
Nintendo's like, well, it's
we
what
can do it.
what justifies that $70. This is gonna be the game of the year, so here you go.
5 or 7 years in development or 6 years in development. It's justified. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Nintendo is the only company so far. Recently, news that came out, they increased the pay for their developers by 10%, despite not meeting a profit for this year, for last for last year. And again, the capitalist system is great up until you realize a lot of these companies are psychopathic. Year after year, you're supposed to get like record, like there's no limit. Are we expanding into the universe?
Yeah.
No.
That's the this is a
stupid.
massive tangent, but that's always the problem I had with like profit based stuff. It's like we got to make more profit than we did last year. It's like, but you're making profit, like you're making money.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, I mean, that's why Iwata, when Nintendo was doing bad, he took that big pay cut. So he took like 50% pay cut or something like
legendary,
that.
man.
And this is why I don't like any site online except for GPX Japan on YouTube, best channel.
The greatest YouTube channel.
And Rising Sun Retro and Water Washing Shotokan and whatever Nat's coming up with. Those are the ones I like.
Those are the ones I like.
Where's the Bingster, man?
Right.
We're proud to announce that we've secured 20 copies of the collector's edition, and we'll be selling them at a premium price.
Could be an arm and a leg, guys. We're gonna have one that we play. We're gonna have one that we save.
One that we just look at and spit on. Yeah.
I was watching Easy Allies,
case.
and one of the guys did that. He said he wanted 4 of 3 versions. One he's never gonna open. He's gonna keep. And I was just like, dude, you're gonna die alone.
What's the point?
I was so upset at him. Just looking at him, I was just like, dude, go lose some weight. I love you, but these guys are making me sick. Like, games are to be played, enjoyed. None of the games I have, I want them to be like collector's edition. Don't touch, don't open. Play, enjoy it. Like, life's short, man. Sure. And if you by any chance have something that's rare and you want to sell it in the future, you better not have any sentimental value to it. I surely love my games.
Yeah, I never sell.
Why
games.
do it? I don't get it. I don't get it anymore. Like, I mean, if you're gonna buy something for an investment, just buy stocks. Why are you gonna buy a copy to not open? I mean, it just, again, and people might be like, oh, well, you're hating on what people do with their games. And it's like, well, if I can't get a copy of the game, then now they are
just like depriving
my ability
someone
to
else,
get the
right?
game.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're freedom of expression is interfering with the greater good, and it's a sickness in your mind, then I'm gonna question it. You can keep a game and not open it and keep that as your collector's edition. We're getting 3 copies, and you're talking to your
Yes.
streamers online, and
And
those
you don't
idiots
even
want to.
plan on playing them?
You're gonna play 1 copy, and other people listening to you be like, "Oh, bro, he did this, so I could do this too. Let me try and secure some so I could sell." You remember Halo 3, the Master Chief Helmet Edition? Remember how these idiots tried to capitalize on it? People were selling that for like 200, $300. I didn't get it because I didn't have an Xbox, but my friend wanted it. He didn't get it. And like what? 2 years later, we found it for $30. And again, it's just like nobody cares. They're video games. They're meant to be experienced. They're not, books or like a violin or something crazy. It's like
Sure.
A violin made of gold. Yeah.
Well, even books, right? You never see that with the books. Someone's like, "Oh, I got the 1 copy of whatever." They're not gonna keep it in shrink wrap.
So stupid.
Well, I remember like too with like the classic systems, like the NES and like Super Nintendo. Like I would try to
Yeah.
like get them. I was like, oh man, it has all these games. Let me try getting it. I would check sites like Target, Best Buy, all of them sold out, and I'm like, I just saw a listing for it.
Yeah.
And
Who's going
this is
on?
why, like, as much
It's already
as I
sold
don't want
out.
to hate on DK oldies, but I sort of know how they operate, and they're operating like this. When I couldn't find PN number 3, product number 3 for GameCube, they emailed me saying, "We're going to find this game because you ordered it, and we said we had it. We don't have it. We're going to find it, and we're going to send it to you for this price." And so they actually went out and bought a game, tested it, and then sent it. And I don't know how much they sold that game for freaking like 100 or $90. And that game's not worth over $30. So I get why the retro business is stupid. And I get why Nintendo's doing the way it is. And you know what? I'm sorry, but this is a very bad thing. If we lose some games to time, so be it. It's at a point I'm so tired of investment, bro. Crap. I just want it all to go. I just want to enjoy my games. I didn't listen to anybody except for us for like our predictions. Everybody was wrong. They're not gonna announce this today. They're gonna announce Metroid Prime last. I don't care. Your predictions, your leakers, you're all fake. This was the greatest direct, and now I
It's all
see
about
nothing.
clicks.
Right? I see nothing but bearded guys, like in their faces, like looking upset and stuff. And now they're all happy. Not your beard. Your beard's good. Like, the bro man beard. Like, it's like all these dudes, like all of them are now happy, but they all got some complaints, and none of it sounds legit. We got Metroid Prime today,
Yeah,
remastered,
I feel like this is the best direct I've seen ever. Yeah.
What more can you
$40.
ask for, guys?
I will say that in the course of the 10 minutes that I just found that Zelda thing, it's now not on Amazon anymore.
It is.
I'm not even joking. And
All because of this.
the only ones available are from third parties suddenly.
That's
Yeah,
nuts.
you're gonna have to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try out Game Store tomorrow. They would pre-ordered a few copies.
These
Yep.
people, man, it really it it hits me bad because like Zelda should be the most popular game of all time. It should be doing numbers like Pokemon. And if you can ship so many Pokemon games, who's hoarding them? Who's doing all this? None of these people will play it. None of these people will enjoy it. And it's like a mad rush. And again, it's Zelda because it's Zelda. A lot of people in Western countries love that series more than Japan. If Japan can satisfy Monster Hunter and Pokemon, and there's enough to go around, come on, man. It's the same thing that happened with PS5.
Yeah.
There's dudes now back in Toronto, friends talking about it, going back to Walmart to try and sell their year-old PS5s that they've been hoarding, and disappointingly finding out that they can't return it. They can't return the unopened box because it's been more than a year.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Some of them making a quick buck.
Again, it's like no, it's like it's so wrong, and you deny the people that really love video games for those collector's items.
Yeah, poor little Johnny probably wanted the PS5 and was like he can't even play it because like everyone like bought in.
Mom.
You have
I
to
want
spend
one.
like
I want a
$700. I
PS5.
think some of them were going for. It's like,
It was like the
man,
PS3 too. People used to
higher.
sell them for $1,000 or whatever.
I'm sorry, Johnny. There'll be no more
Nuts.
Christmas. Scalpers stole it. Yeah.
But I want my PS5.
And here's the kicker. In Japan, you get a PS3, $40 to $90. Used, great. Play it, enjoy your games, sell it back to the store. And you try to like haggle with somebody, I'm gonna sell my PS5 for like $400. People are just gonna look at you like you're an idiot. Just like, what are you doing, man?
Why
Get out of here.
bother?
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're gonna try and find. I'm gonna go to Joshin tomorrow for you too, and try and see if they have anything in reserve.
Yeah, I have
I guess there's
I
no
have a
choice
break.
now.
I have a break in the middle that I'll check out some stores. I'll let
But
you know.
what a direct! Did any of you buy Metroid Prime Remastered?
No.
Not yet.
Because we knew you would buy it. We knew
I know.
you
We knew
did it,
you
and
would buy
yeah.
it. You would enjoy it. I will wait for the physical
Waiting
release.
for the physical February
Same.
22nd.
Apparently
Only a
in
couple
Japan,
weeks.
it's coming out in March 2nd or 3rd.
That's
Oh, wow.
just
Yeah.
cruel, man.
Yeah.
When's the foreign one? The foreign. Jeez, I've been here
Physical?
too
The
long.
foreign
When's
one.
February 22nd.
when is the international one come out?
22nd. Tony-sama.
February.
February 22nd.
February 22nd.
Did it not say on the Japanese one when the physical release was?
Physical release
No,
on
it said
Japanese Nintendo site is March. March the
man.
3rd or something.
That's nuts.
Ah, what the heck? Japan's getting everything late. Yeah,
That's weird.
it's-
That's
Disappointing.
odd.
It kind of sucks, but it's all right. I'll
Getting
wait.
delayed.
Because
Don't
I got a
even
bunch
put the
of
Metroid movie or Metroid till later. The Mario movie's coming out in America first.
it's okay.
I got
I
a lot of
have the
games.
digital version. I ordered the late. I can pick it up in March. I'm not
And then I'll get
petrified
5
about it.
physical copies. Okay.
It gives me
But,
another
like,
6 days to finish Octopath 2. Yeah.
Dude, I'm 60% done, and the day's not even done. It's not even
And it just
24
came
hours
out,
yet, and
yeah.
I'm almost finished this game. And I am loving every second of this game. I can't tell you how much happiness I had when I first played Metroid Prime Metroid Prime 1 when I played it on the GameCube. I was amazed at this game's technology. This thing looks and ran smooth, 60 frames per second, was beautiful, was haunting, was such an interesting game. It's very, very game like, meaning like there's no like lore of like, Samus needs to pick up these orbs to heal herself, and just it's a game. It's a very game. Like, you kill enemies, you get health from them. Everything is very carefully resource managed. If you're fighting somebody and you're out of missiles, you can do another attack to get missiles. You could blow up boxes. If you don't have missiles, you have alternate ways of damaging enemies. Every health pickup you get from bosses for your super missiles and stuff comes from you damaging the bosses. When you damage them, they release all these pickups and you can get them. And in that is quite possibly the best Metroid game ever. And I'm a huge fan of Dread. I love Dread so much. But one point where Dread let me down was the music. And to hear this fanfare, this music, oh my God. And they remastered the music too. The first boss fight,
Sounds better than I remember.
know it very way better. Way better. The first boss fight with Flagra or whatever that plant creature is was weird. This time there's a weird haunting tune. There's like piano keys in there. Some of the stuff in Fendrana now, it's like I don't have surround sound, but in the TV, like it's simulated surround. So you hear the keys come in different layers. It's like they went and they said, okay, let's separate the layers of audio. There's only one gripe, and I'm gonna leave it for my video, and it has to do with a certain texture in the game. And it was a reflective texture, and you could jump in front of it, and it looked like a cheesy Samus model jumping in front of it.
Okay.
It's gone. That's gone.
Uh,
But the game has like water reflections, the screen space reflections. It's done really well. Some of the bosses are redesigned. Like the Sheegoths and baby Sheegoths and like Fendrana, they're like these big, like hulking monsters. They look disgusting now. The Parasite Queen, right in the intro, looks better than the CG TV spot trailer that they put out. It looks better than the Smash Brothers version in the level where you have the huge Parasite Queen hanging. And I thought that looked detailed. It looks better than that. I can't sing enough praises, man. My review is gonna be like 50 minutes long. I can't stop
Go
talking
for
about
it,
this.
yeah.
yeah, I can't wait to go back and
You're
play
ahead
it.
of everybody else, yeah.
And like I'm literally at a point where I'm two pickups away, two beam pickups away from the game finishing. I'm in the second to the last area. And I'm just I had to stop because I'm not savoring the juices of this game.
Yeah, relax. Don't beat the whole game in one sitting. That's
I'm gonna do it again and again,
I
man.
beat
This game
Metroid
is...
Prime in 3 hours.
this is my
100%.
thoughts. These are my thoughts.
I mean, honestly, and that's I wish it was physical, because if I was the only one with the physical version, I would finish it and just give it to you. Be like, borrow it, play it indefinitely. I want to support this game really badly. So that's why I bought the digital, and I convinced myself to buy the physical.
That's fair.
I want Nintendo to be like, oh crap, we thought people loved Dread. People love this game even more.
People like Metroid Prime?
Right?
People like Metroid?
Yeah.
Metroid Prime?
What? We should do this with F-Zero.
No way.
Dude, if they released F-Zero, I would cry. I had tears in my eyes while I was in bed, like watching this thing at 7 a.m. I was crying when they showed Prime HD. I had tears just flow through. F-Zero, I would call you guys and cry. Like, oh my God.
I can't.
My baby.
Can you imagine?
Just call me at
if,
7:30 in the morning.
Definitive GXAX.
Oh my gosh.
I would lose it. I would lose my crap. And again, it's not
AGX.
because I have a heavy nostalgia. I'm telling you, man, AGX would be it. It's these games are really, really well done. And I urge anybody who's listening who hasn't played Prime to play the remaster. And you'll realize what a quality game this is. It doesn't feel like a game from the 2000s. Like something like Spec Ops is a great game. I love that game, and it's a very 2000s Xbox game, Xbox 360. But their mechanics in there, like, oh yeah, this is very 2000s. This game, it's like, holy crap, this is an old game.
Still holds up.
Yeah, it's so interesting when you could like play a game and it's like, wow, you can tell this is dated, but then like going to like certain games, it's like, how did they do this?
Well, it's like Crisis Core. Like, I mean, we joked about it. Like, it looks amazing. It does look nice, but you're like, when it cuts to like the finishing blows and stuff, I'm like, oh, this like reeks of PSP. And I mean, that's okay. Like, but it is like a bit jarring because the game does look so nice. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, that's right. It's an old game. Which, you know, it
any
is
other
what it is.
games? Any other games like that for you guys that have not aged?
Nothing that I've played recently.
Think about it.
I don't think there's
I'd
no
have to
there's
think about it.
Galaxy.
No,
Off
it's
the top of my head.
no Galaxy's still amazing. Oh, you mean if not
Right?
aged?
Galaxy,
Sorry,
if you play-
sorry, I misunderstood you. Yeah. No,
Yeah, yeah.
Galaxy's great. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. I saw this video the other day. This is going to go on a wholly different topic. It was like Mario 64 aged like milk, and I just want to say, does anyone take literature classes or like English class? I hate that people are just like, it's aged like milk. They don't even know what that means, and they're trying to use hyperbole and sound funny, and Sonic Adventure aged. Like, it really
Like
didn't.
Good Will
What aged
Hunting?
like milk sounds like?
Yeah.
Like, just stop.
Yeah.
Like, enough. Mario 64, like, yeah, the graphics aren't the best in the world, but it's still like one of the tightest platformers like ever. Like, especially if you play modern games.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, there's some games where the 3D, it's like, okay, this controls like not how I would expect. Whereas Mario 64 is responsive, fast, whatever.
I mean, the
Dude.
camera's probably the only thing, but it's just like
And then it's
there's a
not a big
reason
deal.
why
I don't
it's
care what
still
anyone
being
says.
speed run to this
Everyone
day.
could
With
shut
all
up
the
about the camera.
modern games,
You're so annoying about
modern
that,
games
people.
out there. I have kids, and the moment they picked up Mario 64, they couldn't let go. There's a new Mario game sitting there. Like, I'm not letting them play with my Odyssey. I don't want them to play with those games yet. But like, they have the old new
These games are
Kirby
too good
game.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
they
won't
keep
appreciate
going
these
back.
yet.
And I asked, I'm like, why do you like this? And they said it's fun to run in that game. It's just so fun to run and jump.
The movement.
And they were geniuses. They got the movement and jump down so right. Mario 64, there's a reason why people get really angry when you try to like remove some stuff from it, like the backwards jumping or like mess with the control and feel. There's a reason why we didn't love Sunshine as much, is because just the movement, the way that character moves, is so hard to nail down. And if you don't get it, pick up Crash, pick up the new Insane Trilogy. There's a delay, there's a weird animation thing. Whereas Mario, it just feels like your foot's on the ground, man.
It's natural.
It feels so kinetic. It feels so connected.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it with modern kids. New kids can't put down Mario 64 over any game that comes out. And there's a reason why. If I give them Odyssey, they're going to lose their mind. Galaxy, they're going to lose their mind because it's the same kind of iterative thing. And,
they already have that like standard
people hate
where
Nintendo.
the movement is great.
Right? So if the camera is bad, I mean, yes, same with Prime. Prime has some clear like shortcomings. Like, you can't play this game like a first person shooter. You cannot. Some of the control options
Because it wasn't meant to be, yeah.
Right. The moving is stiff, but they had some rules. They said these are the rules of the world, and we're gonna stay in that. You cannot die from falling off heights in Prime. So the entire world is self-contained in a way that you never have to worry about fall damage. And you don't have areas where you can get stuck. It's such a brilliant game, man.
Games like that, just like room to explore, whatever, just take in the environment, go around, find all the secrets.
So what was that developer's name that got stuck on Metroid Dread? Who's that guy?
Oh, that's David Jaffe.
David Jaffe.
He's not gonna like Prime. He's not gonna like Prime.
Based on your explanation, I thought he would like Prime. It'd be a game for him, but he still won't like it. Okay.
No, because there's a puzzle. You're supposed to scan, you're supposed to read it, right?
Better play like Doom.
I do it from memory because like I knew this room. I know what to do. So like it's very clear. Even like my wife watching, she was like, "How do you know what to bomb and where?" I'm like, I know this. I've played this a million times. But I showed her how obscure the puzzles could get because you're scanning these faces of old Chozo architects, like the philosopher, the warrior, and this. And then you match the face up to the area that's blocked off. And you realize, why is this guy's face twice? Why is this beak twice? You bomb it, and there's like a hidden passage that unlocks that gate. And Jaffe won't get it because there's no text that comes up on board and no narration that says. So then I decided to look over. And games are becoming easier. They're becoming stupid. Ragnarok, I love that game, but oh my gosh.
Is there a lot of like explaining?
He's already trolling people on Twitter, by the way. He's like, someone was like $70 for Tears of the Kingdom. He's like, that's pretty steep for last gen. Good thing you get the same game on Game Pass, but he's definitely trolling, I think.
Oh my
God. I love him. I love him for what he is. He is, if nothing, he's genuine.
Sure.
And
he's very funny.
Well. And
he's
very funny and he means well. And like, and he admits, he's like, it's not for me. Mm-hmm. He admits it. He's not like some other guy who rhymes with Sessler. He's not like that.
Well, he's not like a Nintendo guy. I mean, he's a Sony, Microsoft.
Well, Adam Sessler didn't like Dread as well, and he just couldn't get it. He couldn't.
It's okay.
He's not in gaming anymore.
His opinion doesn't matter.
He doesn't matter. Which is
not
a
like
shame
because every opinion we say is valid.
Which is a shame because
is the opinion.
And we love our fans.
No, I mean, my favorite game. Yeah, go on.
No, he does say he did say some good things. He's very articulate and stuff like that. But besides from hating your fan base, we love our fans. We want you to subscribe, get us over 4,000 watch hours so we can get monetized and keep bringing you the greatest content this side of the internet.
Hell yeah, man. We'll go buy like 3 copies of Zelda and give 2 away. Like I'm the type of person that you should give games. And I think amongst us we are like that. I got Final Fantasy. I got that Wicked Crisis Core game because it was a gift from Nat. Do you mean like Tony gave Nat the original Call of Duties? He's like, you got to experience what Soap
I
McTavish
have
was
not
all
yet
about, baby.
experienced so McTavish.
And
I plan to.
Actually, Christian was the one who sent them to Nat. Actually, twist,
Even
plot twist.
huge plot twist.
It was
Surprise.
Christian.
Thank you, Christian.
And
You're
you know,
welcome,
like
Nat.
I hold on to my games like dear death, but like I was like, Tony, man, indefinitely keep a lot of the PS4 games I have. I experienced Uncharted, experienced Spider-Man.
Except Uncharted 4.
It's
Actually, I
that's
think
such a-
I think I will keep it indefinitely.
I shouldn't.
I mean, I got
keep
Metroid
Uncharted 4.
Well, I mean, and
He's
here's the
mine.
thing.
Yeah, go
If
on.
you walk away with one thing, I'm so happy today. I feel like it's like every holiday that I ever wanted wrapped in one. I realize it's because I have friends and we work together, and as a collective I watch people that really enjoy video games. I watch Maximilian Dude, I watch like some other YouTubers that are funny, that are enjoying, that are relishing this excitement. And that's what you got to do. You got to be around people that are positive, excited, but smart about how they phrase and critical about legitimate things.
When they
And
need to be, yeah.
right. And people that help each other out. Like I have so much of a hoard collection of like collectible stuff. Like when Christian, you were here and I gave you that Nintendo stuff, I just found it randomly at Yodobashi Camera. It was like selling for like less than
So
$5. I was like, oh, Super NES pen and notepad. And for me, I never thought of it. But imagine I could hoard on to that, sell it for more money. I was like, no, it's like this guy loves this more than I do. It's his. I am a vessel to give that. When I got the Mario 64 keychain, I felt guilty holding on to that. I was like, no, this guy loves Mario 64 more than anybody I know.
This
And
man is
boom,
Mario 64.
it is, right? And it's just that's just the way things pan out, man. Strikers, like when Nat went in and knowing how much fun I had with Strikers, I can't buy Wii Sports without giving that to Nat. Like, no, just the amount of fun I've had with them is like, no, here's your copy of Wii Sports, you son of a
Take
and I ask everybody who's listening to do that. Find people that enjoy games and make sure they enjoy them as much as you do. It's not like movies. It's like you have to experience it. And there are people that love sports games. Hey man, join in with them. Play Strikers, play FIFA. If you know somebody is a huge Call of Duty fan, play Call of Duty with them. You guys played DMZ with me, and man, was it fun.
It was a fun time.
Heck, we're all Fortnite fans now. Thanks to
Co-op
me.
games are fun.
Yeah, let's slow down. I'm not quite there yet.
Take us out, Tony. Yeah, because you won every single time you joined in Fortnite.
And with this direct, though, I feel like, man, set the bar a little too high, Nintendo. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, the next direct is gonna be like
They
so
gotta humble
lackluster.
us with like
they have
another.
to.
They do
The
the
next
farming
one's just gonna be
simulator
like,
again.
there's some random shit games, and then
If-
they're gonna boot up the hype again.
If in the
Yeah.
next one I don't hear "It's a Me Mario," not voiced by Chris Pratt, if I don't hear Charles Martinet announcing Super Mario Odyssey 3 and or Super Mario Odyssey 2 or Super Mario
We're
64
skipping.
2,
We're skipping
Super Mario
Odyssey 2.
64.
Going
I'm
straight.
gonna throw a fit. It's been 6 years since Odyssey. There hasn't been a gap this long since 64 to Sunshine. Nintendo.
Isle Delfino DLC.
You guys are rich.
for-
Look at, I know you're never gonna do the 2017 GOAT year of gaming ever again, but give us that new Mario, baby. It's gotta come.
Please.
This has been GPX Japan. Thanks for watching,
Signing
everyone.
off.
Have a good night or a good day. Take care.
Wherever you are, yeah. See you later. Later.